my sweethearts, and welcome to my channel. My name is Natasha and this is my roundup video for September, and I'm going to be telling you what I hope to achieve in October, because of course today is the 1st of October and I'm looking down because I have made some notes that I don't forget, because September, you know, all in all has been quite a long month for me, although it has gone quite fast in relation to what I've been doing. Has been quite long because of trying to fit things in around school, because I'll never be able to top what I managed to achieve in August, will I? Because that was an awful lot, but then I was at home most of the time, and so I did have lots and lots of time on my hands. So the forecast for September from the last video, which I will put that at the end so that you can kind of recap with me and you'll know where I am with it, if you're interested, that is. And so because I managed to do quite a lot, I did forecast what I wanted to get done in September, but the way things have gone haven't really been on my side in September, so it's going to go into October. That's what I'm trying to say, I suppose. But things like the yarn that I had almost run out of for the elephant's head, I haven't managed to do that yet. And I had hoped to have done the dragonfly shawl and at least almost completed the tank top, but never mind. All those things are going to go forward into October, but I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Finished objects for September. I did say that I was going to find a pattern for the 1960s and complete it, and I have, because if I just move my camera up slightly, you will see that Baloo is there, and so I've managed to complete him, and I have sent the entry off to the competition that Litsa over at Coco's Crochet is running, and I'm saying a lot today, aren't I? Sorry. And so that one was the thing that I was working on mostly to get it finished, because I had to have it done by the 30th of September, and I managed that, so that's fine. I also completed the rainbow, the autumn rainbow cowl, and that was for a friend of mine, which I have now sent off, but I did show that in my Monday episode, and I will also link that in at the end of the video for you to go and have a look at if you want to go and have a look at that. That's also a free pattern which I will be showing on Friday, so if you are interested in that, then you can get more of the details on that on Friday in my free pattern Friday video. And then, like I said about the elephant, I haven't managed to do the head, but I have managed to find the yarn, which, if I just reach down here a moment, I did find it, and I've decided to go with the Yarnspirations Create yarn, which is very, very similar, and so it there may be a slight difference, but I think it will be fine because I've got the whole head to do, and there is only 38 grams of the old one left, so I'm going to intermingle them so that I don't waste it, but of course it should be fine. So I'm really, really pleased to say that the closest to the yarn I could find was Brown Bear in the Yarnsmiths Create in Arran, so at least I'll be able to get on with that in the coming weeks in October. So at least then that is that'll go towards one of my October goals. The dragonfly shawl I haven't touched for nearly 2 weeks now, but that one is going to continue. And like I was saying just now about the tank top, a majority of that has been done. I just need to do the sleeves. In actual fact, I can actually show you that. Just to recap on how far I have got, although this will feature in my Wednesday Wake Up the Whips video. And so I've got this far so far, and although it looks very very wide, obviously by the time you come down, I'm having the space for 2 on the sides and then 3 on the front and 3 on the back. And so now all I need to do is some straps and then the edging. So I am almost there. So hopefully that won't take very long at all either. The other finished object that I managed to get done in September was this lovely little thing. And of course I have shown this one before, but this is the completed object, and I have managed to do that in the month of September too. And this is a Hobbycraft pattern, which I managed to pick up for 50p in fact, but it was a good couple of years ago, which has just been in my stash waiting. But it is the pattern of Jasmine the Jellyfish, and you can actually still get it online because I've seen it, but I'm not quite sure on the price. But I can always link it in the description box below. Oh. For you, if you want to know that and you want to go along and purchase it, I will put it in the description box below. What else? Okay, so now the other things that I have managed to complete are this lovely lot of the 3D granny squares that I am running as a cal on my channel. And of course we have got we did on the first week we did the ice cream, which I chose coffee because coffee is my favourite, and then the cow, and then we've got the dahlia flower and the granny stitch flower. I think that's what they called it, just the granny flower. This one I think it's my favourite flower so far. It's very, very nice, and it was really easy to do, which I really enjoyed. And then we've got the rainbow, which we had a little bit of trouble with, but it wasn't too bad, and I kind of just worked it out on my own rather than following the pattern, because there was far too many stitches, and so it was a bit awkward. And then there was the lace flower, which was pretty much the same. Again, Sally and I, Sally from Nanny Moon's Crochet, hi Sally, she had done the square before me and pre-warned me that it was another awkward one, and so she told me the steps to do to make it be almost correct, but it still looked to be able to make it look the same. And that was just by using some chains and then a treble crochet in American terms to make the petals with, and it actually worked out really, really good and really fine. Would I actually make it again? I probably would, using the steps that that we did, but all in all I'm not really sure whether I would follow the pattern again. Definitely not, probably not. But so that was the lace flower, and then we had this week. This week we completed the dog and the cookie, and of course I did my cookie in a totally different colour because a cookie has to be a triple chocolate cookie, doesn't it? So I adapted it to make it my own, but again on these two they were quite straightforward. There was more stitches than what there needed to be on the dog, but at least it's flat, and so that was good, because what we're finding with the 3D Granny Square book is that they're not all straightforward, and I don't think that the patterns had been thoroughly checked or even tested, because we have run into trouble on several of them. So that is the amount of granny squares that I've managed to achieve this month. And then I'm also doing the donuts along with Sally, and this month I have completed the pig and the hippo. Hang on a minute, I've written them all down. The pig, the fox, the hippo, and this week it was the hedgehog. So, oh, hang on, struggling to hold them all. Hang on. Hang on, let me see. That's better. Okay, so yes, when it's all together like this, I do love doing videos like this, because it means that when you all see it all together, it is very much something that is a massive achievement when you see it all in one video, and rather than every week and you're just showing 2 squares and 1 donut and the odd thing that you make. It is really lovely that it is all brought together in one, and so I'm really pleased that I did decide to do a roundup video every month, because I really do enjoy them. So that is the 4 donuts as well that I managed to complete this month, and then I did say that I was going to try and do a few more cakes and then take them into school, but I haven't managed to do that, and that is only purely because I've got other stuff that I need to do that's more important, and spending the time doing that just takes it away from other things, and so that's the reason why I haven't done it for October. But now towards my October aims, to make sure that I can have them completed, is to finish the elephant, and I have the elephant's body here. I managed to do this, the body in September mostly, and then I had to kind of halt it for a couple of weeks just so that I could wait and see if I could find some more of the yarn, which we've already spoke about, but that's what I had done in September. So I do aim to finish it in October, because of course the school need it as soon as they can, as soon as I can get it finished. So of course I'll have to do some work onto that. But then I have got to search for a pattern for the 1970s project, for the Crochet Through the Decades Cal. Again, like I mentioned just now, that Litsa from Coco's Crochet is running. So I'll need to crack on with that to make sure that's finished by the end of October as well. And then like I've already touched on, which I keep repeating myself, but it's just because of the way it's written. The tank top, which I've got not very many. I think I'll have to do 1 or 2 more squares other than what I've already got. So there isn't very much left to do on that. And then just the edging, because the lady wants to have the same edging as I used on the turtle, which is just like a shell border then, if you like, around the edges of it. So that shouldn't take me very long either. And then of course I'm still doing the 3D cal of my own to show, and I pick out 2 every month. 2 every month, what I talk about, 2 every week. So then of course I will have a pile of those to show you by the end of the month. And then there should be another 4 donuts. And I know that this week the donut that I have got to complete is the turkey. So I already know that. And the squares are the whale and the butterfly, so that will count towards the October ones, and then it will go on every week from there. And then of course there is the Jasmine's blanket, which I haven't got very much to do left on, so I'm hoping to complete that in October as well. So we will see. So there isn't very much there, but there is enough, considering that I don't get oodles and oodles of time and my weekends are being used up by it. I think that that is plenty. And if I get any extras done, if there is something to do, like with a birthday or something that crops up, or something that I need to do in between, then of course I will do it, just like I did the cowl this time, because my friend is sadly leaving work, and so that's been sent off already, so I can't re-show it. But it was just something quick because of only just finding out, and so it was nice just to be able to whip something up. But that is the end of my roundup video for September and my forecast for October. And again, I'm a little bit dubious because I can see my video stuttering a little bit with when I move my head and things like that. So I'm just wondering whether it's going to come out in the video or not. Apparently my Monday one was fine, but I'm not quite sure about this one, so I just wanted to make sure that this one wasn't playing up either. But I will just carry on and hope that it is fine. Just let me know in the comment box below, and of course what you enjoyed, and whatever you want to chat to me about. It would be lovely if you could comment below, and I will get back to you soon when I'm able to answer the messages. I am up to date with my messages actually, so I don't have lots and lots and lots of them to answer, so I'm looking forward to seeing what else you like about my videos. And then there will be another one up for you to watch on Wednesday for Wake Up the Whips Wednesday. So I'm going to love you and leave you all, and I hope you manage to get some crafty time in, and I will see you all again very soon. Take care, lovelies. Bye.